Welcome back, everyone. We hope that you're enjoying Career Connect Day presented by BioTalent Canada. We're now moving on to the last session of the day. This is going to be a new session that we're hosting, which we are calling a talent reverse pitch, where a few of our local companies are going to provide an overview of their company, some of the work that they do, and some of the amazing career opportunities that exist within their company. We encourage all of you to meet with them after the session. They all have booths in the exhibit hall, along with many of the other employers and service providers and institutions and research facilities, Clinical Trials BC, a number of others. So after this session, we encourage you to connect with them all if you haven't already. Our first speaker is going to be Hannah Lee from Stem Cell Technologies. Hannah is the Senior Director of Product Development at the global life sciences biotechnology company Stem Cell. In this role, she's responsible for ensuring that the company's overall strategy and goals are supported by those of the product. Prior to joining Stem Cell, Hannah obtained her PhD in immunology at the University of Toronto and was a business development intern at the University Health Network Commercialization Office. This fueled her interest in developing commercialization strategies and bringing innovative products to the market. During her tenure in product management at Stem Cell, Hannah was responsible for the product strategy direction for the fastest growing portfolios for use in life sciences research and clinical markets. Currently, Hannah is now managing Stem Cell's team of product managers that create and deliver the product vision and strategy to ensure sustained growth across all of Stem Cell's businesses. Additionally, Hannah is an active member by the BC product management community by mentoring and promoting the role in different industries. Hannah, over to you.
Thank you very much. I'm hoping that everything's all working here. Perfect.
Yep, we can see it.
Awesome. That's great. So yes, thank you for the introduction. I'm excited to be here today to describe to you Stem Cell Technologies and the career opportunities that we have within the company. Wendy had provided a really thorough bio of me, so I'm not going to go through too many details, but I am the Senior Director of Product Management within Stem Cell, and my background started off at the bench, probably very similar to many of you guys on the call, and upon graduation, made the choice to leave the bench and to look for opportunities in which would really integrate business with life sciences. And so that really led me to Stem Cell. And from my different positions that I've ventured in Stem Cell, starting in sales to marketing and product management, I am now currently responsible and leading and mentoring the product management division within the company. So going back to about Stem Cell Technologies is a global biotechnology company. We provide high quality cell culture media and cell separation technologies, instruments, accessory products, and educational resources to scientists around the world working on stem cell immunology, cancer, regenerative medicine, and cellular therapy research. Our company mission and vision really fuels all elements of Stem Cell Technologies. And so starting with our mission is to advance the pursuit of scientific knowledge by supplying high quality, innovative reagents, tools, and services that enable life science research. Our vision is to have our products used in research labs all around the world, facilitating these amazing discoveries in life science. And our values are really centered around innovation, collaboration, quality, integrity, and responsiveness. And really, the ethos of the company is around scientists helping scientists. So, this mandate of scientists helping scientists really originates from our founder, who is Dr. Alan Eves. He is the founder, president, and CEO of the company. Stem Cell Technologies is owned by the Eves family and privately held. And as I mentioned, he is the founder, president, and CEO of the company. But prior to stem cell, Alan himself was very much integrated within the science as he founded the Terry Fox Lab with his wife Connie Eves and was the director for 25 years, as well as he was the head of hematology for 18 years at UBC, Vancouver General Hospital, and the BC Cancer Agency. And Alan continues, not just via Stem Cell Technologies, the company, but through his presence on the board of directors of many different institutions as well as associations, really advocating for life science research to be in Canada and in BC, and as well as providing opportunities and jobs for the scientific community. So, scientists helping scientists is also reflected very much within our products. As I highlighted in my very first slide, we offer a range of different tools that is used in life science research, such as from primary cells to cell culture media, instrumentation, software, and services and training, as well as across numerous different research areas stemming from immunology, mesenchymal stromal cell biology, liver biology. These are just a handful of the major research areas that we serve. So in total, Stem Cell to this day has over 3,500 products and services supporting over 25 years, or areas, I should say, of life science research. So a plethora of different areas that we are pursuing and different tools that we're enabling life science. Stem Cell itself has consistent and long-term revenue growth since its inception. So Stem Cell has experienced this double-digit growth over the past 25 years and is very well positioned to continue this trajectory. This is very much driven by the growing markets that we currently are in, as well as markets that we're venturing into, as well as the continuous product innovation that happens within not just the community that we serve, but also within our own R&D teams. These profits allow us to invest in more innovation and the people within the company. So with this profitable growth, we're also anticipating with that the expansion of our workforce. So we currently have over 1,600 employees. And I would state this is much larger than when I first started within the company. And so Stem Cell offices are now in 13 locations around the world, and further expansions are anticipated. And the company is planning to grow our employee base significantly over the next 10 years. And really, by growing our employee base, we actually need expertise across all different areas of our business. And Stem Cell's commitment to furthering science and talent is also seen and evidenced by a recent 45 million joint funding agreement that the Government of Canada and British Columbia has with our company. This 45 million joint funding is allowing Stem Cell to build a state-of-the-art advanced manufacturing facility to facilitate the manufacturing of cutting-edge reagents and tools for really rapidly evolving the areas of clinical life sciences, such as cell therapy and regenerative medicine. This campus that we're building is essentially out in Burnaby. So this facilitates us creating hundreds of new high-paying jobs in BC, attracting talent to British Columbia, as well as the creation of nearly 700 jobs within this particular space. So Stem Cell is hiring and we need talent in order to facilitate this. But what jobs are available at Stem Cell? Well, first of all of our jobs here in these different functional areas of our business is really stemmed once again around scientists helping scientists. All these different areas are focused on developing and providing innovative and profitable products and services to enable life science discoveries out in the market. And there are opportunities across all these different functional areas of our business. And this diversity of functional areas allows employees to be exposed to new experiences and potentially expand their career across the organization. And I'm here representing Stem Cell because product management actually has a key privilege of being in a role that gets to interact across all these areas of our business. So going into what careers currently exist at the bench within the company, we have several opportunities in the area of research development. And so in research and development and R&D, these teams do require specific areas of expertise, but you could see that we are venturing in so many different areas of life science research, as well as we require various scientific levels. This role is highly collaborative across the organization, and it's focused on the development of technologies and protocols. Another area that we're looking for bodies is the manufacturing. And in manufacturing, we develop and implement reproducible methods for large-scale manufacturing. This also requires various scientific levels and requires a strong technical background and lab skills. Other areas to maybe consider is careers in quality control, scientific support, process development, and contract assay services. For more details as to what these jobs entail, I urge you to go to our website in which you can see the job descriptions and visit us at our exhibitor booth. Well, also, if you want to take the plunge in regards to moving away from the bench, such as I did, what careers exist at Stem Cell that are away from the bench? And we are looking for positions in product management. And we are hiring people with different various scientific levels, but with strong business acumen as well. This role is highly collaborative, and really the main responsibility within product management is to manage and support the entire product lifecycle of portfolio products. We're also looking for people to fill in various roles in marketing, including scientific communication, design, data analysis, and marketing channel management. And this particular role also works cross-functionally to align marketing strategy with the customer needs and business opportunities. And similar as before, for more details in terms of the other opportunities that exist within our business development, finance, operations, project management, human resources, and sales, please refer to our website or our exhibitor booth as well. But it's not just the jobs that really fuel why Stem Cell is a great place to work for. We have a great culture and purpose, as I mentioned, with really the ethos of scientists helping scientists. We also pride ourselves being an equal employer representing all aspects of the communities that we live in. We also attract world-class experts in which impart their knowledge to their respective colleagues, but also an ability for us to learn from these world-class experts as well. As I had highlighted before, Stem Cell has seen year-on-year growth throughout the company's history, and this is something that we know we will sustain over the next several, if not numerous years. As well as we offer market competitive salaries combined with country-specific benefits and packages. We also offer great training opportunities, both internally as well as externally. We also support and sponsor great social activities, and these are from recreational, sporting events to socialization outside and at work. We also value and celebrate our employees' lives away from work and by pushing and enabling a healthy work-life balance. And as well as I mentioned, Stem Cell is headquartered in Vancouver, but we have international offices and the opportunity to also work globally. So as I mentioned, where do you find these opportunities here at Stem Cell? I urge you to go to jobs.stemcell.com. And so this sums up in terms of the summary of the company and opportunities that we have. And please visit our booth in which our recruitment manager, Christine Gange, will be there present to answer any questions or provide any further details. Thank you.
Great presentation, Hannah. Thank you very much. And as Hannah mentioned, for if any of you are interested in learning more about Stem Cell, please visit their booth or reach out to Hannah or the people on the Stem Cell team that are at the booth. Our next presenter is Alec Mccauley, the CEO of Thrive Health. Alec is a product and software development leader who has spent the last 10 years in leadership positions across public sector, startups, and enterprise consulting services. His diverse skill set enables him to tie technology, business strategy, and creative innovation together to drive towards Thrive's mission and mandate. As a software developer and architect, Alec is passionate about building solutions that make a difference in people's lives. Prior to joining Thrive Health, he held senior consulting roles at Freshworks Studios and a number of other consultancies, and served as CIO for West Island College. Alec, you are welcome to join us now. Great.
Thank you very much. Just share my screen here. Awesome, fantastic. Thanks everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to share a little bit about Thrive Health with you today. I think it's a little ironic that I am speaking to a group of life sciences professionals, seeing as my father has a background in population ecology and has worked as an academic his whole career, and I failed high school biology. So a little bit of irony of being here with you today. Very humble and proud to represent Thrive Health and show you a little bit about what we do. So our mission here at Thrive is we make healthcare work better for everyone. We were founded in 2016. We are a software as a service technology company, and we make a platform that we put in the hands of care providers and patients to improve the quality of care that patients receive. To get the sort of the really nerdy technical definition, we make a patient-centric managed digital health and wellness solutions as a service. Taking that apart and talking about what it means is that we have a platform that allows providers such as hospitals, clinics, research organizations, and various care organizations to create digital workflows that they can then put in the hands of their users, whether those are patients or whether those are different stakeholders receiving care from them as an organization. And we help provide the toolkit to be able to do all of that without having to write custom code and build custom software. We take care of that piece and offer it as a service. Our work historically, starting here in BC, has focused with organizations like Providence Healthcare and St. Paul's Hospital. We've done a lot of work on creating journeys for individuals going through intake and surgical journeys, and making sure that the physicians and the providers that are caring for them have the data and information that they need to deliver a great quality of care. And then also building tools for follow-up and patient engagement, and looking at things like opioid addiction in patients recovering from surgery. So those are kind of our clinical roots where we started. We were well positioned during the pandemic to be privileged to play a part in Canada's digital COVID-19 response. We've done a lot of work with both Health Canada and the BC government to create mobile apps to allow citizens to do things like symptom tracking and self-assessments to understand their reality amongst this pandemic that we've all had to navigate. And in addition, we've been honored to partner with 10 of Canada's largest post-secondaries to deliver student services on campus to help manage things like vaccine mandates and rapid screening. As we look beyond the pandemic, we are really focused on growing our platform, both here in Canada and the US, and we're looking for great individuals to help us do so. Just to give you sort of a bit of a taste of what we do, we have a number of different sort of research validated solutions on top of our platform. One of them that I'll talk about today is well-centered. So this is a solution that we make that helps sort of give organizations tools to increase overall stakeholder happiness and well-being through, again, research validated tools. And well-centered is just sort of one example of the solutions that can be built on top of our platform. We work in a whole variety of different settings. Sometimes we'll come in with a sort of off-the-shelf solution that someone is looking to buy from us, and it's really a matter of just working with their teams and implementing that solution. And then on the other end of the spectrum, sometimes we come in and work in a totally new space with partners to help deliver something really innovative and that hasn't been done before. Everything that we do is sort of our heart and soul and center is centered in the sort of clinical and research space. So we have two really great programs I wanted to highlight today with the audience that we have here. The first is our Research Hub, which is about creating a tool set for research organizations to be able to perform studies that involve working with individuals and patients' data in a really secure way. And the second is our researcher in residence program. We have a number of positions within Thrive that allow individuals doing their PhD or postdocs at BC institutions to join us as researchers in residence and bring the research that they are doing in the lab into the hands of patients and providers. And that's a huge part of the mission that we look to undertake as a company. We believe that we are at a really interesting crux of sort of three competing forces in healthcare right now. The first is that care, we believe, is going to look very, very different in the years ahead than it does now. We've seen the beginnings of digital transformation in healthcare with things like virtual care and being able to access telemedicine. We think that's really just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the transformation that's going to take place in terms of remote patient monitoring, in terms of a care model where, yes, you have an interaction with a specialist at various instances throughout your healthcare journey, but that's really going to be more around micro, ongoing, real-time interactions with that care provider. The second space is obviously the evolution that we've seen in data. We really believe that it's important for patients to be in control and own their own data from a privacy perspective and be able to really understand what's happening with that data. So this is the concept of kind of the patient becoming the walking health record and being able to interact with these really sort of groundbreaking technologies around AI, machine learning, and different diagnostic techniques that involve really sort of groundbreaking technology, but to do so in a very secure way that respects the sensitivity of them and their family's health data. And the third piece of this is that there is, I think, going to be a really big shift in the organizations that play a key role in delivering care far beyond the traditional healthcare organizations that we've seen, and really bringing in organizations such as your employer, big retail corporations into thinking about well-being and wellness and the importance for having great tools to do that. Bringing that back into the research space, it's all about having the tools and the platform to bring groundbreaking research that's happening, huge advancements in development in clinical care, and being able to put those into the hands of patients and providers very quickly and not having to have them worry about the technology aspects of what makes that happen. We take care of that. And then just to close off, talking about our team and what it's like working here, there's three really big words that we talk about that come to mind: innovative, transparent, and humble. And those imply internally with our own team, but also apply externally as well. From the innovation side, we want people who think outside the box. We want people who take on big goals that terrify and scare us, and we come together and collaborate and make them happen. We don't want to play it safe. We want to make sure that we do things well and it's well thought out and we do so securely, but we want to make sure that we're kind of swinging for the fences in everything that we do. Want to make sure that we're transparent. That both means transparency from a leadership and executive team with those that come and join us within our organization, but also we're transparent with our users. We don't have a big multi-page, small print, fine print privacy policy. We really work to make sure that people understand that they're trusting us with their data, that we value that trust, and that we're doing the right things responsibly with their data. And that's a big part of the transparency that we provide both to patients and to providers. And last but not least, we're humble. I really like the saying that on the days where you're feeling that you're amazing on top of the world, check yourself, because you're probably not as great as you think you are. But on the flip side of the coin, the days where you feel that things are all going wrong, remember that it's probably not as bad as you think it is. We want to bring that humility into everything that we do. We are here to empower people on our platform. We're not replacing the humans in healthcare. We're not replacing the frontline workers that put their heart and soul into caring for patients. We play a small role in making their lives easier and empowering their work. And we need to do that consistently with humility. On top of all that, I mean, we are a tech company based in Vancouver. We have a team across Canada and an increasing presence outside of Canada as well. We are completely all in on hybrid work, meaning that we recognize that not everyone is going to be in the office every day. We want to make sure we're investing in tools to make sure that those who are in the office and those who are working remotely can come together in really great collaborative experiences, and that we're doing that intentionally and making sure our team is supported wherever they're working. We are looking for great people across the board, from software developers to product managers to sales and marketing folks. We're looking to build a really great team of great people. We do have positions posted on our website, but we're always on the lookout for great people. The soul of our company is rooted, as I said before, in clinicians and academics and researchers. And as those people come to us looking to take their career beyond sort of the strict academic setting and into more of the private sector. We work with people to see how they fit into the product space or how they fit into the marketing space, or whatever that passion is you have. You can couple a deep knowledge of the subject matter that we're working with a passion for bringing it to the world. We really work with candidates coming in to find how those things fit together and where they fit within our organization. So just to close off, visit our website, check out our careers page, email careers. We have myself and Marie from our team in the session right now. Post any questions you have for us in the chat, and visit our booth, and you can talk to Bobak, who's our awesome recruiter, to learn more about Thrive. Thanks for the honor of speaking to all of you, and have a wonderful day.
Thanks very much, Alec. Great. We're so proud of Thrive and what you've been doing and how you and the team have been contributing to COVID, and also what the vision of the future of Thrive's platform is. So yes, everyone, please run over to the booth and connect with the team. Our next speaker is Kevin Chaplin from Cardium. Kevin joined Cardium in 2008, has been active in many areas at Cardium, including product development, marketing, clinical development, business development, and financing. Prior to Cardium, Kevin held product management, marketing, and technical positions at Kodak, Sierra Wireless, and Accenture. Kevin has a BSc in chemical engineering from the University of Cape Town. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks very much, Wendy. I share my screen here.
Perfect.
Great, thank you very much. And hello, everyone. I'd like to introduce you to my company, Cardium, and tell you about the Globe system. My name is Kevin Chaplin, and I'm the CEO at Cardium. I've been with the company for 14 years now, and we're very excited by what we're achieving today. So I want to tell you a bit about the company and why it's such a great place. And in order to do so, I'm going to tell you a little about the market that we're working in, our amazing technology, the great team, and our plan going forward. So we're treating a disease called atrial fibrillation. We have one product called the Globe system that treats atrial fibrillation. And why is that interesting? Atrial fibrillation is the most common heart rhythm problem in the world. It affects 37 to over 40 million people. And what it is in a normal heart, the top two chambers of the heart, instead of beating normally, they quiver, and that's because of abnormal electrical impulses that originate in the heart and the pulmonary veins. That affects people and increases the risk of stroke by over 500%. So it's a huge problem. People have a significant lifestyle change and risk when they get atrial fibrillation. And so what we're doing is actually treating a huge disease and improving people's lives. So that enough is a great reason to work at Cardium. What is done today is something called pulmonary vein isolation, where a single catheter with one electrode is put in, and the tissue around the veins, the pulmonary veins, is burnt or heated up, and that's called ablation. That causes a scar which isolates the pulmonary veins electrically. So it's a fairly complicated procedure, but has a very low success rate, only about a 50 to 60% success rate for a fairly long procedure. And so what we're trying to do is improve that technology to provide better care, better outcomes, safer procedures for people, for the huge market that needs treatment for their atrial fibrillation. So what we've developed is the Globe mapping and ablation system. So it does mapping, which is the diagnosis, and ablation, which is the therapy. We have a catheter, which is instead of one electrode, has 122 flat electrodes covering a 30 millimeter array. We have our own software console, which does all of the mapping and diagnosis, and then controls the ablation automatically. And we have our own generator, which drives all the electronics. So you can see from this slide, just in the engineering aspects, we have a range of engineering from mechanical to software to electrical, and all of that is done by our team in Vancouver. This is how the array actually deploys. It's pretty cool. There's a tube called a sheath that goes into the left atrium, and we push our flattened stack of ribs into the atrium. It coils around and forms a circle, and then we fan it open to form a sphere, and that sphere is moved around the atrium. You can see here it's moving to 4 different pulmonary veins inside the heart. And when we're at those pulmonary veins, we then burn or treat the tissue, and then the sheath is advanced and the catheter folds up and is pulled out. So we figured out a way to get a ship in the bottle, a 30 millimeter sized ping pong ball into the heart and safely retract it afterwards. This is what we're doing. We put the catheter into each of the 4 pulmonary veins or anywhere else in the atrium, and then we get a range of high resolution electrical and anatomical maps where we show where the blood flow is and the anatomy. We show the voltage or electrical activity of the tissue before and after ablation. We look at the movement of electrical signal around the heart. We can look at detailed electrograms from every electrode. And we have a 3-dimensional mapping and navigation system. This is what the catheter looks like moving around inside the atrium of the heart. And as you can see, as we're moving it around, we're generating a map of the atrium and showing the voltage of different colors. And this gives the doctor an extremely powerful tool to map, diagnose, and look for target areas to treat. They can look at the electrograms across the whole array. Here you can see electrograms before and a voltage map before and after treatment. Before it's pink, after it's red, so it gives them positive feedback on the treatment. This is how they navigate and find a vein. You can see the array moving around into a vein. They push it up to the left superior pulmonary vein, and they can see here on the map in white where the vein is. Green is the tissue contact around the vein. So very easy for them to move it around, select electrodes that will be used for the ablation. So we give them very powerful diagnostic and software tools. Detailed mapping on the movement of the electrical signal around the heart to look for additional areas. So this is an atrial activation map showing the vector movement of the electrical signal. And so this is a huge part of our research team, which is biomedical engineers and data scientists that are looking at the detailed movement of electrical activity around the heart. You can see that in real time on the array as well. And then we can also look at movement and propagation. This is an animation of a propagation map around the atrium. So there's a lot of science that is going into our development of our system. Doctors, when they see this, are just amazed by the incredible amount of detailed information we can provide in the diagnosis of atrial fibrillation. We then also provide the therapy, which is the ablation, and we're using something now called pulsed field ablation, which gives very high voltage, very short duration pulses. And usually it would take about 20 or 30 minutes for doctors with a single catheter to isolate the pulmonary veins. We're doing that now with our globe system in as little as 3 seconds. So we're dramatically changing the speed of the procedure as well, and the safety and the efficacy. We have done preclinical studies, and we actually just completed our first in-human cases in December. Here's an example of the ablation. Here you can see the pink voltage before ablation and active electrograms on the array. This is when we deliver the pulse, and you can see here there's a 3-second electrical pulse. And afterwards, everything is red, showing no voltage and no activity on the electrograms. And so what we've done is for that area of tissue around the pulmonary veins is electrically isolated it, and that blocks the bad or abnormal electrical signals. So an incredibly powerful, incredibly exciting technology. A little bit about the company. We have over 245 employees now, mostly based in Vancouver. We do have a team in Germany for our European cases, as well as several employees in the United States. A very diverse company. We have a flag for each employee that comes from a new country, and we have over 40 countries represented now at Cardium. We have a very open, very collaborative culture. We believe in sharing information, giving people the information, the power, and the tools that they need to succeed. And that has helped us attract and retain a lot of the top talent here in Vancouver. We won multiple Best Company awards and are a top-rated employer. But don't take my word for that. You can also look at our reviews on Glassdoor, very highly rated, and of course, my personal favorite, the 100% CEO approval rating, but very, very positive feedback from our employees. We have a lot of employee job openings, too many to go through right now, but that spans the range from engineering, as I've covered, research, science, manufacturing, production, and HR, marketing, sales, clinical support, and so on. Please take a look at our website at cardium.com for promotion, for job openings. In addition to myself, Doug Gertson is the president of our company. We work with a lot of the premier top doctors in the world that are medical advisors to our company. And we have a very strong management board, including investors from Fidelity and T. Rowe Price. And so our plan going forward, our system is approved in Europe and is currently being sold there and used clinically. We received a $115 million financing at the end of last year, a year ago, which gave us a significant boost of financing to take us through our FDA study. We expect to start our FDA approval study this year, complete enrollment in 12 months, and get approval in the US by 2025, at which point we expect to take the company public, which is going to be a very exciting milestone for us. So, summary of Cardium: you can make a difference by developing a product that treats a huge and growing problematic disease. We've developed a really amazing and disruptive technology. You get to work with an outstanding, diverse, and very strong team with strong investor backing with our $115 million financing. And we have a very exciting plan going forward, starting our FDA study this year and an IPO in the future.
Kevin, thanks. Thanks very much. It's always fun to get an update on what's happening at Cardium, and congratulations on the continued success. It's really exciting.
Thanks.
I really encourage everyone to go check out Cardium. It's a fantastic company, and as Kevin showed, it's not just he and I think that, so that's great. I am going to move on to our next speaker, Simran Nahal, Senior National Campus Recruitment Specialist for Life Labs. Simran brings experience in healthcare and financial services, focusing on providing HR support in union environments, full cycle recruitment, leading high volume recruitment initiatives, and leading 3 national campus programs for Life Labs. Simran's earned a BBA in Human Resource Management from Qualitan Polytechnic University. Over to you.
Awesome. Are you able to hear me?
Yep, I can hear you perfectly.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen. Please let me know once you're able to see it.
Absolutely. Yep, it's perfect.
Perfect. So we're going to get started. Thank you so much for the introduction. And we'll jump right into a little bit about Life Labs, who we are, what we do, what we have to offer, and why you should come work for us. Okay, so this is definitely one of my favorite slides. It's from our most recent 2020 community report. And at Life Labs, we really are supported by 4 core divisions. We have Life Labs, Life Lab Genetics, Rocky Mountain Analytical, and Acceleris. So some numbers and the impact that we made here really are captured in this one shot. We have over 6,000 employees at Life Labs in various roles. We proudly serve in BC, Saskatchewan, and Ontario. We have over 375 collection sites across Canada, and we performed 99.4 million lab tests in 2020. We have 16 lifetime laboratories and 2 genetic laboratories, and we performed, I think, over about 4 million COVID-19 lab tests completed up to date now, as the numbers are quite rising, and Life Labs was at the forefront and quickly ramped up their operations to support our community during the pandemic. We service 739 patients through home care and mobile visits, and we partner with 80 plus hospitals. We also support with Acceleris, as I mentioned earlier, with the My Care Compass, so it's user-friendly for our customers. And with that, we have 100% employee represented by Joint Health and Safety Committee. So a little bit about our vision at Life Labs. Our vision is to empower a healthier you, and it's our North Star reflecting our customer-centric culture. And our vision is really achieved by our 4 values. So our first value is caring. We care deeply for our patients, for each other, and especially in the healthcare industry, this is definitely something that each of our employees has, because we are at the forefront of a lot of individuals' healthcare journeys. So a lot of times when our customers are coming into the labs, we're the first faces that they see, and caring is definitely a value we find in all of our employees. We're customer driven, we listen, we're interested, and we put our customers' needs first. We're agile. As mentioned, healthcare things are constantly changing. And if you're especially a student, something that you've learned in your practicum or your lab could be completely different when you're now on the workforce. So at Life Labs, our employees are curious, we're open-minded, we're risk tolerant, and we're looking for change. We're one team. We all work together, whether virtually at the same location or not. We have that mutual trust and respect towards each other. So I wanted to go through a little bit about locations, because I mentioned earlier Life Labs is on a national level. So you do have the opportunity to work in a variety of places across Canada. So at Life Labs in BC, we have 3 main reference labs. We have our Cody building, which is located in Surrey, BC. Again, a lot of testing goes through this location as well. We have our Burnaby Reference Lab, which is actually our head office, and then our Victoria Reference Lab, which is on the island. If you take a look at our map, you'll see a bunch of blue dots there, and all of those blue dots are actually all of our patient service centers across BC. We have about 124 here. We also wanted to give you a little bit of snippet about Ontario as well, because we do have opportunities in both Ontario and BC available. So we have our Kennedy Reference Lab, and then our International Reference Lab, which is IRL in Toronto, our head office. And then again, at the map, you'll see all of the blue dots there that show all of our patient service centers. So at Life Labs, you're very proud to be award-winning interesting organization, and we've been recognized by communities and industries across Canada. We wanted to highlight some for you today. Most recently, we were actually presented Canada's Best Employer from Forbes 2021. And this award was actually based on indirect and direct recommendations from our employees to rate their willingness to work at Life Labs and recommend Life Labs to friends and family. So we are very committed to building a culture of collaboration and where our employees feel valued. So we are very, very proud to be accepting this award that comes directly from our employees. The second one, which might be a lot exciting for all of you, for Life Labs, technology plays a key role in achieving our mission and the way that we lead when it comes to medical lab technology in Canada. So we were awarded Business Vancouver's top 100 tech company in BC. And lastly, one of, again, most recent awards that we are very, very pleased to receive, especially with the pandemic being very, very hard, not only on our employees, but their families as well. This award is from Benefits Canada, and it recognized us for delivering creative and effective mental health initiatives to support the psychological well-being of our employees. And it really reflects our continued commitment to our employees and their families and providing as much support that we can. I'm very grateful for the teams that deliver these critical employees to all of our staff. So at Life Labs, we do have state-of-the-art facilities. You'll notice in our pictures actually in one of our reference labs. So we have quite a large space. It's roomy, it's light. You won't notice that any of our reference labs are in a dark or basement essentially area. We do have a very large open area. And while we are Canada's largest lab, our services range from standard lab testing to genetic and naturopathic testing to also developing new technologies. In addition, we also manage laboratory testing for hospitals, long-term care facilities, and we partner with employers and insurance as well. We've also been partnering up with government agencies to offer health services and support healthcare research across Canada. In order for us to be able to commit to all of these projects and really support, we are bringing in the best of the available technology. And this is where also a lot of our employees come in to support us in project work, implementation, and really getting feedback from employees who are in that role. So our role in healthcare, I wanted to really bring this slide out to tie it a little bit into our recruitment as well, but also give you a high level how we contribute to patients' healthcare in every stage of the testing. So the first step of it is a collection. So this is all of our lab assistants that collect specimens, whether it be phlebotomies, ECGs, all of those testings, but it's also our COVID collection as well. So you'll notice that we have new partnerships that we launched when COVID had started out. We have our Work Clear and our Fly Clear program. So with Work Clear, we actually support organizations to restart their businesses by going in and testing their employees so that way they can perform their day-to-day task. We have our Fly Clear program that also supports the tourism industry for essential and non-essential travel. You may have seen some of our staff at YBR if you've traveled in the last little bit collecting COVID samples. The next part of it is our transportation. So this is where our logistics and materials management team comes in. They transport specimens from one area to the next, but it's not only just the transportation, it's a lot of planning, Six Sigma. So a lot of work really goes into ensuring that process is streamlined and smooth. We have our testing, multiple positions we'll go a little bit later into in this area. Starts off as a lab tech assistant who actually arranges the specimens, goes into our medical lab technologist role who is doing that testing with support from a variety of areas. And then our reporting. At Life Labs, we are a 24/7 run operation. So we do provide critical results 24/7. Alongside our on-call doctor, we have our client information specialist who work 24/7 to ensure that our patients are getting their critical results immediately. So some career opportunities at Life Labs. As I mentioned earlier, we have available positions in both Ontario and also BC. So please take a look at our website for what's available for the location that you're in. But to highlight some, we have a few frontline roles. We have laboratory assistants. So these, again, are individuals that have experience in phlebotomy, whether it be, if it was international experience or in Canada, we are open. So please take a look at that role. We have lab technical assistants, and this role is a great position for someone who's a new grad or really getting their foot into the industry and wanting to gain some experience in a lab setting. We have our medical lab technologist, and they really work with the specimen and doing the testing and the processing, and they are required to be completed the program. So if you do have experience, please take a look at our website. We also have additional full-time positions available in IT, HR, finance, and many other areas. We are constantly hiring and posting positions every day. So please take a look at our website for our co-op positions that will also be available next week, along with entry-level positions for new grads and newcomers to Canada as well. So to summarize why we should be choosing Life Labs, there's lots of opportunity for career growth and advancement. We have our last client services director was actually started off in Life Labs as a lab assistant. So we are promoting growth from within. We really want to empower and nurture our internal employees. I started off at Life Labs as a co-op. I decided to pursue a different opportunity, but then I was brought back on as a campus lead. So there is that relationship building that you get that stays whether you're with Life Labs or not. We have competitive wages, group benefits, and retirement plans available. Again, we have benefit eligible entry roles. So we have quite a few positions that are permanent and benefit eligible right from the start. You have the ability to work across BC and also Canada. So you're not just stuck on one location. You have the opportunity to travel and find the area that works best for you. With us now going remote for most of our positions, especially in corporate, you have the opportunity to now work in a position that previously was available in Ontario, but now you can work it out of BC. So notice in our postings, we have both Ontario and BC because we now are open to having that done remotely. There's a variety of flexible shifts and hours available. We do promote a work-life balance, and that's why we ensure that we are providing all of our employees those flexible shifts and hours. We like to really promote our staff to go back to school, get their education, continue learning, continue growing, and each year you are provided a tuition reimbursement amount. And then lastly, you get to establish a career with a growing and reputable organization that is at the forefront of the newest technology and tools and methods. So please connect with us. We're on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can view our opportunities at lifelabs.com. I know I connected with quite a few of you today, and my colleague Sharda as well, but we'll be back at the booth after this. So please reach out, connect with me directly on LinkedIn. I'd love to get you in touch with the right recruiter, or if it's not me, someone else on our team, to really get you in and get to let you know a little bit more about Life Labs. But any questions, please pop them in the Q&A chat and then visit me in my booth a little bit later. Thank you.
Thank you, Simran. Great. Your passion for Life Labs is truly infectious, and I know there's lots of career opportunities there. So great to hear that you've already been connecting with a lot of people, and hopefully you'll connect with more as the expo formally opens. Herein ends our what we've been referring to as the reverse talent pitch session. So thank you to Hannah, Alec, Kevin, and Simran for those great overviews of the companies and the opportunities available and little snapshots of the culture and atmosphere in which those companies work. So I encourage everyone to connect with the presenters and visit their booths in the expo hall. I'd now like to introduce Penny Walsh Mcguire, who is from CASTLE, the Canadian Alliance for Skills and Training in Life Sciences. And CASTLE, as we refer to them, are the networking sponsor of, so wanted to welcome you. They're your first time participating in our event. And Penny's going to say a few words, but before then, I'd just like to introduce her. So CASTLE is a national not-for-profit organization partnering with industry and academia to deliver world-class skills and training to Canada's biopharma manufacturing industry. Over the past 15 years, Penny has held leadership roles, including CEO, Executive Director, and Chief Marketing Officer for several not-for-profits, including the Greater Charlottetown Area Chamber of Commerce, Prince Edward Island 2014 Inc., and the University of Prince Edward Island. Penny is passionate about workforce development and has consistently advocated for programs and services to support the growth of the PEI talent pipeline. She holds a master's and bachelor's degree in business from UPEI, which would be the University of Prince Edward Island, for those that do not know. And Penny serves as the chair of the Holland College Board of Governors. We're super excited to have you here, Penny, and to have you participate in the event. It truly makes it coast to coast, which is fantastic. And I'm going to turn it over to you to talk a little bit more about CASTLE. I think you're on mute. Okay, we're going to give Penny a few seconds to figure this out. Her sound was working while we were backstage. Looks like she may be leaving the platform and coming back on. So as Penny does that, oh, you're back. Still can't hear you. Claire, I think you're on. If you could reach out to Penny. So as Penny and Claire are working through those technical difficulties, I will move to sort of closing some of the remarks as we will be moving into the expo after that. So as we wrap up the formal programming for our third annual Career Connect Day presented by BioTalent Canada, I'd like to thank you all for attending. With 843 registered attendants, this is, without question, has become Canada's largest life sciences career-focused forum. Penny, do you want to try again?
Yeah, I'll just see.
There you go.
Great,
okay.
Thanks. Never a dull moment with these types of events, but thank you, Claire, for your helpful advice. Well, before I start, Wendy, I just wanted to congratulate you and your team on a very successful day, incredible attendance, and CASTLE is just thrilled to be a sponsor of this event and also our first time participating. So I will share my screen and hopefully no glitches there on my part, but I'll do that. And hopefully you can see my screen.
Yep, you're perfect.
Okay. So I just wanted to, again, thank Wendy and team. So as Wendy said, CASEL, the Canadian Alliance for Skills and Training in Life Sciences, is a unique skills and training program that brings together academic partners, industry, and government to deliver the skills that are in demand in industry for Canada's biopharma manufacturing sector. As noted earlier by our counterparts with AdMare, Aaron Stashin, we are thrilled to be a national partner for with AdMare Bioinnovations and the AdMare Academy. And as a relatively new organization, we're thrilled to be a partner with them and helping to recognize our national network and facilitating that across the country. CASEL is a global partner of the National Institute for Bioprocessing Research and Training. If you're not familiar with NIBRT, for the last decade, they have been a critical part of Ireland's biopharma sector. They now train 10 of the top, the employees of 10 of the top biopharma companies in the world. They have close to 15 academic partnerships, and they are also a critical part of industry in Ireland. And now they have 5 global partners right across the country, around the world, I should say, including delivery of curriculum in the United States, Australia, Korea, and China. And of course, with their latest partnership with CASEL, we're now able to bring this curriculum to Canada. And I think what is unique about the model is that it really takes the best of, the academic delivery model and complements it with, hands-on industry considered and industry influenced curriculum, and it's continuously evolving. So we're really thrilled to be NIBRT's partner. And so, as I mentioned, working with industry and academic institutions, we have a number of delivery streams that we offer through CASEL, both to students, to new industry entrants, and of course to industry professionals. And we do that in a number of ways. We are certainly not a credential granting organization, but we partner with academic institutions to really complement the existing life sciences programs that are offered and really allow students to have a competitive edge in developing their career and give industry the skills that they need. We also partner with technical institutions, and we have developed a customized training program to help new entrants develop their hands-on and theoretical skills to successfully enter the biopharma manufacturing sector. And then finally, linking directly with industry and industry professionals, we have a variety of learning streams to give those individuals to help them in advancing their career, as well as cross-training and learning new skills as they work through their career in life sciences. The Academy, the CASEL Online Academy, I'll talk to you about that a little later, but our core curriculum really gets to a variety of foundational aspects of bioprocessing, from the quality control and analytics, cell culture, single use, upstream, harvest, downstream, and fill finish. So in this vein, we have training that is complemented, both the theoretical as well as the hands-on training in a variety of different topics in bioprocessing. And it also ranges in terms of the learner's needs. So it can be both customized as well as off-the-shelf training modules. And I think what's really interesting is that, as a national organization, we are opening our first training facility in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. As Wendy said, I am on the other coast. And we're investigating other opportunities to provide hands-on training in these topic areas right across the country. And so stay tuned for more on that. And so I'll just round out my presentation by saying that next month we're launching our CASEL Online Academy with more than 60 courses. The Online Academy is powered by NIBRT, You can see on screen there the various topics that we cover. Modules are 60 to 90 minutes. You can take them at any time. They're interactive, they're cost effective. We do have volume rates for industry, and so we'll have more on that coming out next month. So really, in closing, I want to just share that you can head to our booth to learn more about CASEL, to meet the CASEL team, to learn more about the CASEL Online Academy. And I wish you all the best as you pursue your various careers in the life sciences sector, and enjoy the final networking session. Thank you.
Thanks, Penny. It's been a great overview of CASEL. I encourage everybody to visit CASEL's booth. There's a lot of courses that are available online right now, leveraging the NIBRT curriculum, and more to come. And we at LSBC look forward to continue to partner with you to help develop and retain talent in this really critical sector for our province and country. So, as I said, as we wrap up the day, I hope you have heard that there are endless opportunities in British Columbia's life sciences sector. As a scientist, a research in AI, bioinformatics, data science, an innovator, investor, an entrepreneur in multiple business functions, manufacturing, operations, supply chain, business development, finance, sales, marketing, human resources. You might even have careers in multiple areas within the sector and different companies. So lots of great opportunities and really exciting. We heard from some amazing speakers today who talked about their career journeys and their career paths, which has been exciting. And as you can see, many of them have taken on different roles. And I think a theme has been follow passion, find passion, and always be learning. BC Life Sciences sector is known for world-class science being conducted at our academic and research institutions, resulting in scientific discoveries. BC has globally renowned institutions and programs to support career scientists and researchers. These same institutions, through scientific discovery, create life sciences companies. We see many, many that are born out of our academic and research institutions. And as you've heard from our leaders today, critical to creating and growing companies is talent and capital. The BC Life Sciences companies attracted a record of over $2 billion in capital over the last couple of years, which has been fantastic in order to advance scientific discovery. Of course, all of this relies on people and creating jobs. At LSBC, we're committed to work with our members and stakeholders to attract talent, working with industry and academic institutions and organizations such as BioTalent Canada, Admari Bioinnovations, and CASEL to ensure that we're attracting, developing, and training job-ready talent for today and tomorrow. And now, while I'm biased, and I truly believe the future is very bright for the BC Life Sciences sector, don't just believe me. Be sure to take the opportunity to connect with the fellow attendees and organizations in our exhibit hall, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about. Since this is our last formal session, I want to thank all of our sponsors who's made this event possible. Our presenting sponsor, BioTalent Canada, our event sponsors, Admari Bioinnovations and Chinook Therapeutics, our session sponsors, Stem Cell Technologies, speaker sponsors, Evonik and Cardium, networking sponsors, Aurinia Pharmaceuticals and CASEL, technology sponsors, Abcelera and Xenon, and event supporters, Clinical Trials BC, Michael Smith Health Research BC, Northeastern University Toronto Campus, Life Labs, Thrive Health, and Zymeworks. And our exhibitors, Amgen, Aspect Biosystems, Capilano University, Innovate BC, Interior and Northern Work Integrated Learning, Jersey's Corner, New Beta Innovation Canada, Mitex, Pharma Inventor Inc., Venture for Canada, Verogen Biotech, and Zymeworks. Thank you to all of our speakers. It's been a gift to hear from everyone and for you to share your stories with us. I also want to thank the entire Life Sciences BC. We're a small little not-for-profit that has big dreams for our sector. Ryan Butt, the Director of Partnerships and Events, who oversaw the event. Peter McLaughlin, our Manager of Partnership and Membership, who secured all of our amazing sponsors. Claire Nelson, our Manager of Events, who oversaw all the event logistics and has been behind the scenes juggling many things as they naturally arise in an online event, and her event co-op, Sophia. Amanda Maxwell, LSBC's Marketing and Communications Lead, who along with her co-op Petra did a fantastic job promoting the event. And to the rest of the team who have all been here helping. This is a truly team effort, and thank you for everything that you've done. The expo is now open, so please take the opportunity to visit the exhibit booths and learn more about the companies and the universities and institutions that are here. This is also where you can request to set up meetings either today or send notes to each other to arrange meetings following the event. We'll now have a 30-minute networking session sponsored by CASTLE, the Canadian Alliance for Skills and Training in Life Sciences, from Pacific time 3:30 to 4. Following this, attendees can feel free to continue to chat, set up meetings, visit the booths, etc. Remember, the Top 10 Networkers Challenge that we have underway will still be active till 5, so keep at it. And a reminder that the platform will be open for registered attendees for 30 days to view sessions that you've missed or continue to network with fellow attendees. And lastly, for those that are interested, we always end our events with an update on what's coming up that we'll be running. So next week on January 27th, we'll have the McCarthy Spotlight Speaking Series with a focus on oncology, speakers from BC Cancer and some of our life sciences companies operating in this space. February is our, I think it's 8th annual Access to Innovation Conference, which is a 2-day conference on policies, trends, discoveries, where we bring together the leaders of the life sciences sector. The theme this year is Building on Excellence, a Vibrant Future for BC Life Sciences. You can register through our website. And in March, we hope to have our showcase series in person on Vancouver Island. We'll see whether that will end up being virtual or whether we think we'll be able to do it. And in addition, in March, we have a conference, a new conference this year, Invest in the West, presented by Amplitude Ventures. So with that, again, thank you all for coming and joining us today. It's a gift for you to share your day with us. We know everybody has lots of demands on their time, and we hope that you've had a productive day and will continue to keep the connections you've made moving forward. Enjoy the networking and the booths.